It started off in 2006. I withdrew from friends. I withdrew from family, and I was going through a period where I didn't know what was really going on. I lost about 25 pounds over a matter of 6 weeks, and also went through a period where I didn't sleep for 2 of those weeks. I didn't care about how I looked, how I dressed. I wasn't even taking showers. All I wanted to do was sit there in my bed and just sit there and think, because the thoughts were racing so fast. This was a dramatic change from graduating high school near the top of my class and, being a three-sport athlete to transitioning to one of the top schools in the nation and walking on to the football team and the track team. Now, I didn't know what was going on. Didn't know what my identity was. Luckily, my family picked up on those signs and symptoms, and they drugged me to the hospital. And when I say drug, I really mean drug, because that wasn't the place I wanted to go. When you think about the hospital, especially a psychiatric aspect of the hospital, all you think about is crazy. Who wants to be considered crazy? When I get there, I'm reluctant, and so I had to go through the necessary precautionary measures to make sure I don't hurt anyone else or hurt myself. I received the diagnosis of bipolar 1 disorder with psychotic features because I was hearing voices at the time. This was something that didn't really register to me, but I went along with it so I can get out the hospital. They told me I needed to go to therapy, and they told me I needed to be on medication. I agreed just so I can move on. Ended up going to therapy and getting on meds, and everything got better. But when it got better, I stopped what made me get better. I ended up receiving the symptoms again, and this time, instead of me getting back into therapy and getting back on medication, I started to self-medicate. I was drinking a fifth of tequila for 3.5, maybe 4 years. I woke up drinking, I went to sleep drinking, all throughout the day, every single day. During that period, I attempted suicide 2 times by trying to overdose on pills. Even with those failed suicide attempts, I still didn't get the help that I actually needed. I still pushed forward without anybody knowing about my diagnosis. Then I ended up still struggling. Voices were getting louder. So one day I decided to end it all. I put a gun in my head and pulled the trigger, and it jammed on me. This was my wake-up call, but it was also the lowest point of my life. To be able to muster up the courage to take your own life and you fail at it 3 times, I realized that something had to change. That's when I got back into therapy and got back on medication, and I got better this time. When I got better this time, I decided I'm gonna continue to get better and won't go stop. This led to me starting my organization. My name is Rwenshaun Miller, founder and executive director of Eustress Inc., which is a nonprofit that raises mental health awareness in the community. June is Men's Health Month, and you can't talk about men's health without talking about their mental health as well. Fellas, I know we don't talk about mental health. We don't talk about our emotions. We don't talk about our feelings. We always get man up. I want to challenge you to negate that narrative, and let's start talking about our mental health challenges. No, not saying that you may need a diagnosis or you may need to go be on medication. I want you to start just talking about your issues, because our feelings and emotions are valid as well. And sometimes you need that actual help to get through those things and process that stuff. So again, June is Men's Health Month, and I don't want you all to negate mental health when we talk about men's health. Challenge you all to push forward, but I also reach out for help whenever you need it. And understand it's okay to not be okay. Peace.